Follow the truth before your non-philosophy, birthed out of psycho bullshit, which doesn't achieve religion, and if it did, and or at the point it does, is exactly the opposite thing that you are supporting slash doing, such that whenever you amount to that, what it is your total, all the way to your base, your premise, is unfounded, uprooted, and ridiculous and gotten rid of. That would be Satanism. Religion, so good, it comes to the point of philosophy. Philosophy, so good, it comes to the point of religion. The whole way down. The whole way through the earth, out the back to the end of the fucking realm. I don't have to believe shit. In fact, what we find out regarding faith is that all of that belief shit is actually doubt, is actually fear, and as defined by what is faith is in fact not faith. That non sequitur, I don't even think it's a fucking tautology, because they can't deploy it, because every time they do it and they face the balloon there, and it all blows out the back end, the balloon doesn't even fucking make progress, but the fucking balloon doesn't work. That's fucking garbage. I have to work around that, and then what that is that, and I'm supposed to preserve the casing that is that balloon based on the criminal element of Israel that is responsible for every goddamn war that's ever happened. Within that is the entirety of European society, which exists on religious premises until they revolt based on philosophy. They cling to science without understanding its negotiation as well correlation to that which is philosophy. There's very few things that happen by accident. And even if they do happen by accident, I can put a number on it. The non-criminal part of Israel, that is numerology, that is Satanism, that people protected and wanted to protect because it was good and it was fragile, and now it's here in the form of the Messiah. Its entire point, that which is the Constitution, to see that to fruition. This whole non-secular, secular, anti-Christ, Satan is against God because nothing, and that's what I want to believe because I'm scared, and you're responsible for that as due to I exist, is garbage. Someone is not is by virtue of what they are not. In its entirety, unfounded. It can't do this. It can't link. It can't make sense. I'm not responsible for that which doesn't make sense, making sense, and then take me out of it, which is what I did. I did all of this, and then I fucking removed myself. This is done. This is was, last night, this is was, took myself out. Look at it. I'm not doing anything. This leftover bullshit of we're going to bring it to Blue's back porch and put it in his eye is over. If you made money off that, you're going to jail. It's already my money. How much of it comes to me, etc., has already been determined. None of that's going to... You're not doing me any favors, is what they're saying, because their fear has them scared into thinking to the point that they call it faith and then act on it irregularly and unintelligibly, volitionally. Nothing causes that aside from themselves. That they see it through does not result in an excuse resulting in waiver, which is an extra result. It shouldn't even be there. So even if it did, it would be queer, and someone would have to figure that out until it was ultimately gotten rid of. None of that's true. Why would I preserve the balloon if all that's in it's garbage? And then whenever all that is crushed, and collapses into the nothing garbage that it is, and they don't have these big, strong ideas and are just left with the character that is themselves, weak, fearful, misunderstanding, unintelligent, violent, bloodlusting, competitive, etc. All of those qualities which all of their work has produced, even when I loan them everything that is correct. How would I preserve that balloon is physically impossible. To the point that it is the exact molecular structure of what was the shit that was in there, I can't hold it from the outside. We don't have that contraption. It's an infection, a virus. How I would anticipate that, how I would consider that, how I would expect that, how I would develop that and work with that to the point of what is real is not. It is not real. To the point that we've done this, to the point that it has resulted in polarity, which they wanted and took up arms to create. It's an invention. It's their fault, not mine.